Understanding Ansible from Coffee Making Machine. My name is Frederick. Let's get started. Our goal is not the coffee, it is the process and the machine used to make the coffee. We all follow a simple process in making coffee. We open the coffee machine, we follow the process, which is the format, we add the ingredients, we run the coffee machine, and then we get the desired output, which is the coffee we need. Now think of coffee machine as the Ansible tool. Think of the process you have to follow as the format that you have to go through. And think of the ingredients that you put to get the coffee you desired as the to-do list, the things you tell Ansible to do for you. And then finally, what holds the coffee is the cup. What holds Ansible is called the YAML in that format. So why coffee machine? That's because coffee machine manages all the coffee you drink. Same way Ansible tools manages all the Ansible automation. Before diving into our first playbook, let me explain something in Python. How can we make sure that our script doesn't fail at the runtime? How can we control that? Let's look at this in Python. So, I open Python, I'm importing a module called Selenium. From Selenium, I want to import the WebDriver. Now, I have to validate that actually that WebDriver exists in Selenium, or else everything else will fail. I can call a directory tree of the Selenium module and see what I have, and then I can check the help to see how I can use that module. Once I validate that everything is fine, then it's simple. I just create a conditional statement, if statement, to control my output or how my everything is getting executed. We can also call it as the control flow. Let's look at the entire script and see how control flow works in Python. Here is a simple script. We import Selenium. From Selenium, we import the WebDriver, and then I have the WebDriver actually the executable file installed on my system, so I define that under the variable e. I'm using the driver as my go-getter tool to open the Google Chrome based on the URL that I set up on E. I'm letting the system sleep for 2 seconds. Then I'm customizing the size of the screen that I want to see. And then I want to end up in Amazon so I can shop. So let's see how this is controlled. I'm using if statement to make sure that everything runs if my conditions are not met, and then the loop just terminates and I get kicked off the system without controlling, causing major ramifications. Now let's run the play and see what happens. So when we run our script, we see the window is opening, my conditions are met, and I get the URL that I was looking for. I'm given a green light, and then the Amazon is open and I can shop, add things to my cart, and so forth. Let me walk you through a simple playbook and our control statement. The data center is where my host names are. To become root to give me additional privileges, and then I'm defining a variable. I'm going to use the shell inside the YAML, and so I'm creating a function called reporting, and then I want to make sure that I call that function back. The output of this function, I want to direct that, register that, and then pipe that as a variable inside my control statement. The debug message that is going to give me back is the full information that we found inside the shell. I can decide to customize that information to only know if my system is functioning or if my system is down. And with that, that's where we incorporate what we just learned from Python control statement. So in Ansible, I'm going to use when specific attributes are found within the area that I defined, and that give me the information that I need, and I can use that to customize my output. Let's run this and see how this works. And then so for the first case, I'm going to get all the result from the shell. That means I'm going to have to mark out the last two lines, and then after I see my results, then I'm gonna customize based on what I need. Now if we run the script, we can see we got all the data that we were looking for. And then the second piece is just customizing that information. Make sure I get on the one line data that I need, and I can run the script again. And this time I only want to know if my system is up or is down, a specific host name that I'm targeting, which I pass down in my variable, and it tells me my system state is fail or my system state it's okay, and move on. Again, I want to thank you for joining and watching. I hope this helps somebody. Ansible is a very powerful tool, and I hope you'll incorporate it in your production environment. Thank you again. My name is Frederick.